Today I'm going to be filming 10 items under $10. These are products mainly that I feel are kind of underrated products. I don't know if people don't know about them, but they're not talked about, I think, enough on YouTube, and they're things that I want to let you know about. So I'm going to be filming this in the kind of order that I would put them on a normal day-to-day basis. So the first one is the Essence I Heart Stage Eyeshadow Base. And this is a really nice medium tone skin color eye primer. I always look for something that has pigmentation to block out the veins in my eyelids when I'm looking for an eyeshadow primer, so I really enjoy this one. But I do want to say that recently Essence came out with one that's called the I Heart Color Intensifying, which is a lighter color. I was kind of excited when I saw this. I thought this might be great for the lower lid when you're trying to do, you know, a brighter eyelid. But this one, to me, I don't know if it's a different formula, but something about it doesn't cover as well. It doesn't cover those veins as well as the darker one. So I do want to clarify that. The next thing I want to talk about are some eyeshadows. I really like the H&M eyeshadows. They are $6.99. They come in a little compact, and they are a very large pan size. I have depotted mine, so here are some of the ones I have. So this is larger than like a normal MAC or Urban Decay eyeshadow pan, and I just think these are really great. The only ones that I would stay away from is I've gotten a couple of these that have the like glitter in them, and those I just don't like as much. The glitter just kind of falls out. So anything that is like a shimmer or a satin or a matte, any of these in here I really like. The next eyeshadow formula that I want to talk about is these Ulta Brilliant Color. So they look like this, and I have one here to compare. They, packaging wise, they look a lot like the L'Oreal Infallible. But the colors don't really seem to cross over a whole lot. And the Ulta is a cruelty-free brand where L'Oreal is not. I do want to mention most of the products I'm going to be talking about today are cruelty-free. So the Ulta has the same screw cap, and then it's got the little lid inside. I brought a few of these colors that I'm going to show you today. So that one was the gold. This is the bone, which is a matte color. And then the last one that I'm going to swatch here is, Night Sky. And this is one, this Night Sky color, I had, before I went cruelty free, I had the L'Oreal version of this, the one that's like the black with the shimmer in it. And I actually prefer the Ulta formula. It had more pigmentation, I thought. So there's the gold, the bone, and the Night Sky. So these are a great cruelty-free alternative to the L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadows, and I do really like those L'Oreal ones. Those were kind of something like sad for me that I couldn't purchase anymore when I started transitioning to cruelty-free. The only thing is that they really don't cross over color for color. Ulta has a lot of colors that the L'Oreal doesn't, and L'Oreal has a lot of colors that the Ulta doesn't have. So, but they are a really great product and definitely worth picking up. So next product I want to talk about with you guys is the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 Foundation and Concealer. I have them in the color 01, which is Creamy Vanilla, and I also have 06, which is Sand Beige. This is kind of like my lightest of light color, and this is my, in the middle of the summer, have a crazy tan color, and then I just mix between. That's kind of my routine with any foundation formula that I really like. I buy like my lightest color and my darkest color, and then just as throughout the year, my ratio of mixing them changes based on my skin tone. So I really like this. This reminds me a lot of the Born This Way Too Faced foundation. This to me is really the only cruelty-free drugstore foundation that I could really say that I recommend. There are a lot of great foundations at the drugstore, but they aren't cruelty-free. Cruelty-free, you really just kind of have Milani and Wet n Wild, e.l.f., which e.l.f. I just don't think carries that many of the foundations in stores. You have to order them online. There are some good ones there, but a lot of times they're not in the store. So I just really think for something that you can walk into a Walmart or a CVS and purchase, that this Milani foundation is probably your best bet. It's a good medium to full coverage, buildable coverage, and it's got kind of a semi-dewy finish. This is definitely not a matte finish, but it's a great foundation, and I believe most of the stores you'll see it at is $9.99, and then at Walmart I think it's in the $8 range. So this next item is the only item today that I'm going to be talking about that I do not think has cruelty-free status. I'm not sure on this. This is the up&up brand, which is by Target, and I am not sure if this, it kind of feels like a synthetic bristle, but I can't be completely positive because it feels synthetic, but it looks natural. So this is the up&up complexion brush, and it's round and short, and it's got curved edges here, and this is just a really nice brush. I love this brush for foundation application. I will typically run a beauty blender over the top anytime I use a brush, just to make sure there are no brush strokes, but rarely do I find a brush stroke with this brush. And this is great to me, not so much for the liquid foundations, I do use it for that too, but if you have a stick foundation, I will use this first to kind of spread the product and get it moving, and then I'll go back in and tap that beauty blender in to kind of give that flawless finish. But I really like this brush, and I really think other than the fact that I'm not sure that it's cruelty-free, this is my favorite brush for foundation application. Okay, so this next product is the product that I just do not understand why I don't hear it talked about on YouTube. I really don't. You hear a ton of people talk about the Kat Von D eyeliner, which I love, by the way, and I do own. And you hear a lot of people talk about the NYC eyeliner, and I don't understand why this eyeliner is not talked about. It's not dirt cheap, but it's cheaper than the Kat Von D one, and I actually discovered this before. I don't want to say for sure that this came out before the Kat Von D, but I found this years before I found the Kat Von D Trooper eyeliner. So this is the Physicians Formula Eye Boost 2-in-1 Lash Boosting Eyeliner Plus Serum. I will not say that I believe it really boosts your lashes, but it can't hurt, right? So I believe I used to only be able to find this in the ultra black color, which is what I started out using. Now I can find two other colors, which is black and deep brown. This is a brush tip applicator. It is not a felt tip, and it gives a very sharp point. So the first color that I found in the stores was the ultra black, and that for years I could only find the ultra black. And like I said, now they've come out with black and deep brown. So the ultra black is this first one here. It is shiny. It is not a matte finish, but it is very black. The middle one here is the black color. To me, this is more of a charcoal gray. I really wouldn't qualify it as a true black, but it is great for days that you want eyeliner, but you maybe don't want something as harsh as the black, but yet maybe brown's not going to go with the color scheme that you have. And then this last one here is the deep brown, which is a really nice deep chocolate brown color. So I highly, highly recommend these. These are pushing it on the under $10. I can find them at Walmart for $9 and change. If you go to like a CVS, typically they're $12. Okay, next, the blushes that I want to talk about. I really like these. I had a hard time picking which blush I was going to put, but I feel like for the money, these are probably the best deal. I do have two honorable mentions for blushes, but to me, the best kind of deal for your money at the drugstore for cruelty-free blushes is the NYX Ombre Blush. This is what the packaging looks like, and this color is Soft Flush. And the reason that I think that these are such a great deal is you either get kind of a blush and a highlight, or you get two blush colors. So to me, you're kind of getting 2-in-1. So this one, you can see, goes from like a blush to a highlight color. So you can use just the matte, you can blend it together and get, you know, a satin finish, or you can put this on your cheek and this on the top of your cheek and get a little bit of a highlight. I mean, it's not a strong highlight. And then some of the other colors, like this one, which is Sweet Spring, this is just two blush colors, and it doesn't come off as well in the camera. So you go from like a little bit deeper pink to a brighter pink. So again, you can use just the deeper color, just the lighter color, blend them in between, make your own kind of custom color. Let me swatch, let me see if, so these are the top and bottom color. You can see the difference a little bit better there. So it's 2 different colors in one container, and these at CVS, these were like $9.99, which is probably the price that typically the NYX products you don't see vary in price a whole lot. So to me, those are great. The next product that I want to talk about, I knew I was going to put in this series, and this one has actually been getting a little hype lately. So I can't say that this one's necessarily not talked about, because I've seen 2 major YouTubers talk about this since I wrote this one down for my 10 under 10. This is the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter, and I do think that this is a fairly new product. This is what the packaging looks like. To me, I think this is the only color, but it does have a color number on the back which says 10 Be My Highlight. So I don't know if that means that they're going to come out with other colors in the future, but right now this is the only one that I can find on the website. So you can see, I saw this and I immediately thought, this kind of looks like the Laura Mercier highlighter. Like, it's not crazy shiny, but gives like a nice glow. So this is what this one looks like. And the other thing about this highlighter is I sat down and really studied, like swatched up my whole hand. I don't have any other highlighters that are really kind of this color. I mean, this is like a true like beige color. Now right now my skin is very tan because I have lots of self-tanner on, so it shows up a little whiter. But this is a very true like beige color. It doesn't go pink, it doesn't go yellow, it doesn't go gold. It's just a true beige. So just for comparison, because I think this is very unique product, I'm going to be swiping the Laura Mercier Highlight 01 Matte Radiance Baked Powder next to it. So I do think the Essence is brighter. So this is the Laura Mercier next to it. So to me, that's the closest dupe, but a much, much cheaper dupe. And then for comparison, I'm just going to put Becca and Champagne Pop. So this last item is an Essence item as well. I know this video has been a little bit Essence strong. This is the Essence Make Me Brow, and I believe this is a fairly new product as well, and it came out in 2 colors. So these are the 2 colors. You have 01 Blondie Brows, which is the lighter one, and 02 Brownie Brows, which is the darker one. And I have not been a user of the Benefit Give Me Brow, but everyone really compares this to that, and this is the little tiny brush. You can see it fits very well on the brows. So I misspoke, that was actually not the last item. You've seen the other item, but I haven't talked about it yet. So this comes in right at $5. It's like $5.06 at the time I purchased it on Amazon. It is considered an add-on item, so you do have to get like $25 worth of stuff in your cart to get the free Prime shipping. But really, honestly, you could just buy 5 of these to get to your $25 because it's freaking amazing. So this is the most inexpensive dupe for a Z palette I have ever seen. So this is an Art Ben, and it came with this magnetic, this white on the bottom that you see is the magnetic sheet. And you can see through the bottom, it's black. I'm sorry, mine's really dirty. So these are the H&M eyeshadows that are in there right now, and they are larger than normal. So you can see you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you get 15 H&M eyeshadows in here. I do have a picture of some depotted Urban Decay shadows, and I will insert that right now so you can see how many of those you get. And I just really think for $5, this is great. I mean, no other Z palette thing comes anywhere close to that, I think, in price range. This is a little bit smaller than the large Z palette, but it's not really the same size as there used to be a medium Z palette, but I don't think you can get that one anymore. So this is just a great item. I have put, it is got some thickness to it. I mean, it's not thick, like that's my finger. So it's not thick, but it does have enough thickness that I have put all of my depotted baked items in one of these as well, and it completely clears the top of the dome. So to me, these are just a great thickness. I mean, they're just slightly thicker than a Z palette, but they're not as thick as the domed Z palette. I love this. I do think this is like a plastic material. I do think if you dropped this on something hard enough that the plastic would probably break, but honestly, if you drop it on something hard enough, what's in it's probably going to be breaking too. So I love this. I don't know why people don't talk about this. This is marketed as like something to store metal art things in. Like I think it showed like blades and sewing needles so that they don't roll around. But this holds, I actually did this the other day. So this is upside down and I can barely get any of them to come loose. So when I did that, I got 3 of them to come loose, but the rest stayed. And the other day when I did that, none of them came loose, and it's actually what happened was this one shattered and I had to, they all stayed attached, and this one I had to kind of put the alcohol and do that jazz to it. So the magnet is very strong. Just turning it upside down and waving it, none of them came loose. So it is a stronger magnet, so you don't really have to worry about the product coming loose. So I really think for $5 that this is a fantastic item if you want to start getting into depotting your eyeshadows. And I even think these would be great for the kit. I have not stuck these in my kit yet, but I've thought about it. So great little item to pick up on Amazon. Sorry, this is one item that you cannot go to the store and just pick up. You might be able to find it at your local art supply. I don't know. So again, it is Art Bin is the brand. I do like that you can see through and see all of your products. So I just really have no complaints about it other than I wish it came in some larger sizes. This is the only size that I can find. It also comes in like a pink color, like a raspberry color, but I wanted the clear because I wanted to be able to see through to my product. The raspberry color does have like a transparency to it too, but it would, you know, obviously change the color of what you're seeing. So Art Bin, love it. If you want to come out with a larger size, I would really appreciate it. So now I'm going to give you a few kind of, we'll call them honorable mentions. I tried to give you like a whole face here. A couple items didn't make it, and then there was one category that I had a couple that I kind of wanted to mention because I think they're good, but I think that the other was better. So I mentioned for the blush, the NYX Ombre Blush, and I really think that's a great deal for under $10 because you kind of get 2 colors. Some other items that I wanted to bring up were the Kiss Professional This Moment Blush, and I have the color Before Sunset. The reason I didn't mention this one, I think this one's a great product, but this is not the easiest thing to find in stores. So this is the packaging, and inside the blush is actually bigger than the window that it shows through, and there was a brush in here, but I of course threw it away, and there is a tiny mirror here. So this is a great color, and I love this. I found this at a local like wig store. They have some makeup there, but I can't find it at like a Walmart or a CVS or something like that. So that's why I didn't mention it. I do believe you can order this online. I go to the local big store to get my press-on nails as well. They kind of have a better selection, and they have kind of different things that I can't find anywhere else. So that is what, it's not going to show up that great on the camera, but it's got like, I mean, Sunset is a perfect name for it because it's like a pink blush, and it has kind of a gold orange reflect to it. And then the other one that I feel like these are talked about all the time, so that's why I didn't bring this one up, is the Wet n Wild Color Icon. This is the new formula. The one that I have is Mellow Wine. The other ones are very popular. I think it's Rose Champagne and Pearlescent Pink or something. Rose Champagne just barely shows up on me, which I like a blush that's not really that bold, but that one just kind of doesn't show up on me. And Pearlescent Pink's just a little bit too pink for me. So this is Mellow Wine. It's not as like strong as you would think. Wine to me says like, you know, like a deep burgundy color almost, but it is not. And that's it up there. It's not going to show up that well because I have the reflection going on, but it's just a really pretty color, kind of, you know, sweep of color, but not anything very bold. So the next item that I'm going to talk about is the e.l.f. Regular and Waterproof Mascara Duo. So this little guy has the regular formula on one, and it has the waterproof on the other end. And it's very smart because the tube is marked waterproof, and then they put waterproof here so that you know that you screw it on the back, and then this says regular here. So this is the wand on the regular side, and then this is the wand on the waterproof side. So is this formula like absolutely amazing? No, it's $1. It makes your lashes black and it doesn't do anything stupid like flake or anything like that. So I just have never found, I'm sorry, I have never found a single mascara formula where I'm like, OMG, that's amazing, it's so worth the money, you have to have this formula. I don't know, I just kind of want my lashes black. I don't want them to flake, and I don't want them to look like spider lashes. And I really don't think any mascara formula does anything that amazing to my lashes. And I feel like I differ than like 90% of the world on that feeling. If I'm going more to my lashes, I'm getting lash extensions or I'm putting on false lashes. I just have never had a mascara formula that I'm like, you have to have this one. It's so great. So yeah, so to throw in a cruelty-free option drugstore, I picked this one up at CVS. It's $1. You get 2 formulas. This is great to carry in your purse because you have both formulas. I just think it's a great honorable mention. And then this is another product that I picked up at the local wig store, and it is by Kiss as well. And I really like these. This is a lip product. This is what it looks like. It has the color here. It's called the Egoism Matte Velvet Lipstick. I wouldn't say that these are true matte. This one is in the color London Fog. I have this one, and then I have one that's like basically the same color but slightly lighter. I really like the shape of this. It screws up. You know, you can really get that point and kind of line. The shape of these, I think, is one of the reasons I love them so much, because it's just really, you can really shape out your lips. It is a great color. I mean, it has great pigmentation. Let me give a couple extra swipes to that since the back of my hands are not as smooth as my lips. Thank you for joining me today for my 10 products under $10. Again, I tried to give you guys kind of a full range, like a full face of products. This is why we had 4 honorable mentions here, because I had some categories that I needed to round out. These products are to what I would consider mostly cruelty-free. The only one that I'm not sure of cruelty-free status is this brush. Just a quick disclaimer on my stance on cruelty-free. I use the Logical Harmony website because I do believe that that's kind of considered the most thorough website. I do not restrict based on parent company, and I do not restrict on pending and gray area. So basically, as long as it's not on the to avoid list, then I'm okay with purchasing it. So the items here that I've listed today that I just think, you know, you need to purchase, I would say if you're into makeup, please go get these. You'll appreciate them. They're things that I reach for every day. That is the Essence Eye Stage Eyeshadow Primer. I reach for this one over my Urban Decay, over all my others. I love this formula. The other item that I have repurchased and used consistently for years, I mean, I've been using this over 5 years, is the Physicians Formula eyeliners. I love these. I think they're amazing. I've gotten several coworkers hooked on them, and I absolutely love them. They are just the easiest. If you struggle with winged eyeliner or cat eyeliner, these are so great. You'll see me use these in a lot of my videos. Again, application wise, they apply just like the Kat Von D Trooper eyeliner, but they are a completely different formula, but applicator wise, they're identical. So I hope you guys are having a great day. Thank you for spending some of your time with me, and I really appreciate you tuning in. If you don't mind, if you would please subscribe or hit the like button, I would really, really appreciate it. Thank you.